Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I have another Hamilton that I'd like to share with you. This is the Khaki King 2. This is on loan to me from my good friend Random Rob. So if you haven't checked out his channel, go ahead and check it out. We trade watches every once in a while. He sent me this Hamilton and a Citizen, and I'll be sending him one of my Oruses here pretty soon. But as I've been using this watch recently, I've come to the conclusion that you can't find a better value proposition under $400. I'm really impressed by the level of just the overall package that you get from Hamilton for a relatively small price point. I mean, you can find these brand new for about $360, which is incredible, and pre-owned even less than that. So for considering what you pay, the amount of watch you get is incredibly impressive. The thing that I like most about it is just going to be the overall aesthetic, the 40mm proportions of the case. The beautiful thin 11mm case profile here just looks really nice, really sharp, and it just fits so well on wrist. I have 7.25-inch wrists, and you can see it just fits nicely. It's not diminutive, but it's not too big. I think Hamilton really got the perfect proportions and size here with this watch. The dial I really like. There's a sunray finish to the center portion of it. And then there's a ring where your Arabic numerals sit, and that ring is a very faint 3D concentric circle texture. And so the dial just ends up looking very dimensional and very sharp. I am a fan of the 1 to 12 Arabic numerals with the 13 to 24 military time subset of that. I think it's very clean. It fits the field aesthetic very well. And the date complication is one of the most handy complications that you can get on a watch, so it's executed very nicely here. You can see the movement through this display case back. This is an ETA movement. Hamilton has given it the Powermatic 80 treatment, so they have bumped the beat frequency down from 4 Hz to 3 Hz, but in turn have also increased the power reserve from about 38 hours to 80 hours. So very nice movement, you know, from the Swatch Group ETA brand. It's not highly decorated. You won't see blued screws or Côtes de Genève, but I think the utilitarian finishing just plays very nicely with the overall functional look of this watch. Likewise, the polished bezel looks so sharp with that dome sapphire crystal, almost to the point where it's distracting, as you can see here from these videos. I mean, it's very, very pretty. I think the watch could benefit from at least one layer of anti-reflective coating on the underside of that crystal, just to bring the legibility to a little bit of a clearer level. But again, for the price point, it's definitely forgivable. This is the bracelet. You can see it's an oyster style bracelet. There's a faint taper from 20 to 18 millimeters. You do have a thick forged clasp, nice action push button release, and also 2 micro adjustments here on this clasp. So again, for the price, it's awesome. It's not the best bracelet out there. It does have a bit of rattle to it, and I have had nicer bracelets on other Hamiltons. But considering, you know, it's a $300, $400 watch, I'm really, really impressed with what you get here. So it's a great package. Does it have flaws? You bet. I don't think there is such thing as the perfect watch. And in my opinion, the biggest negative point is going to be very poor luminescent quality on the dial. I think it's just a thin application of C1, so it glows green and it does fade pretty quickly. I would love to see Hamilton improve that with you know, very potent BGW9. That would just be so great. So even the triangle on the seconds hand tip is actually lumed, which is kind of a cool detail you don't see very often. And it is a historic feature of, at least an historic design feature of vintage Hamiltons. So I think it's cool that it's here on the Khaki King 2. I can see why they nicknamed it the King. It is a very, very impressive watch. Definitely great value for money. I haven't found a better value proposition. Does it have flaws? You bet. There are some flaws to it. The bracelet could be a little bit better. The lume definitely needs to be improved. It could benefit from some AR coating. But again, guys, for like $360, this is a really great watch. I'm going to keep my eye out on the pre-owned market because I would like to add one to the collection. And the nice thing is, even if this is not a daily wear watch, it does sit in rotation, that 80-hour power reserve is going to come in handy because it can go a few days between being worn and still not lose the juice in the mainspring. So pretty impressed. Definitely want to pick one up. Highly recommend it. Thanks, Random Rob, for sending me this watch. I've really enjoyed my time with it, and I look forward to sending you some watches to try out. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers.